So we're going to start with polyesters, which is using the two molecules below, and the polyester bond, or the ester bond, is, if I just do it on the side, is C double bond O with a C single bond O. And the ester bond is formed when a carboxylic acid reacts with an alcohol to produce an ester and water. What we have on the left hand side is basically a double carboxylic acid, because you've got a carboxylic acid on one side of the molecule and then another on the other side. The molecule on the right hand side is an alcohol, and you can see that it's got two alcohol groups, so it's kind of like a double alcohol, or also known as a diol. There's an OH on the first carbon and there's an OH on the third carbon. The way we write the repeat unit is using a two-step process. So in the first step, one water molecule is removed to form the ester bond. And in the second step, the second water molecule is removed to create the repeat unit. So I'm going to deliberately do it stepwise so you can see how, it's done. And then once you're confident, then you can go ahead and just jump straight to the answer. Once you've had a bit of practice, of course. The way to do it is, look at the ester bond. We need the C double bond O and we need the C single bond O. So to get that, we have to keep the C double bond O of the carboxylic acid, and then the water is going to be created from OH on the carboxylic acid and the H on the alcohol. So that's what I'm circling, is the water. Minus H2O for the first water molecule to come off. And this takes us through to the next stage. So I'm just going to draw exactly the same as before. The molecule is not changed. So C double bond O, there's the OH on that side. And then this C double bond O there with the dot is that one there. And then the line, which I'm just going to go over in black now, that line is this line, and it connects directly to this oxygen to make the ester bond. And then we draw the rest of the molecule in. This is not a repeat unit at the moment. A repeat unit has square brackets and shows us the sort of simplest unit to use sort of computer language to copy and paste to make the entire polymer. It involves square brackets. The ends of the molecule are not terminated with atoms. They just have lines coming out. So the next thing I need to do then to get that is to remove another water molecule. And just like before, the water comes off in the same place. So where is that? It's the OH of the carboxylic acid and the H of the alcohol. So what does this take us to? There's minus second water. And then we're going to be finishing with, so to finish it off, I need to just add a line to that end there and strike a bracket through, and then put a bracket through that line there. And this is the repeat unit. So we have this picture here, and you're probably looking and thinking, or maybe you've seen these in past paper questions already. What is this rectangle here, and what is this diamond shape there? Why is that there? Okay, so what that is, it's very common in exam papers. Sometimes they put it in, sometimes they don't, across all the different exam boards, whether you're in the UK or the US. And it's just a lazy way of writing the middle of the molecule. So instead of writing the middle of the molecule, CH2, 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 they just use these geometric shapes to speed things up. So if I just color that one in, that box there, right, that would represent, for example, that there. Let's put this molecule together, this repeat unit. So it says you must make the repeat unit. And what am I going to do? I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but I'm going to jump straight to the answer this time. So I'm going to take the OH of the carboxylic acid. I'm going to take the H of that alcohol. And then on the other side, I'm going to do exactly the same. The OH of the carboxylic acid, and then just the H of the alcohol. So jumping straight to the answer is going to give me, finally, we have two molecules, ethane 1,2-diol. So that was the same as the first example. And this weird looking molecule, which might be unfamiliar to you if you're doing, still doing grade 10 chemistry. So this is a benzene ring. The principle of joining the two monomers together is the same, right? So there's monomer 1, that's the alcohol. There's monomer 2, that's the carboxylic acid. All we're interested in is just this bit, just the carboxylic acid bit and just the OH bit there. So let's draw out these monomers first in displayed form, just so it's a little bit easier to see. And then I'm going to jump straight to the answer again using exactly the same method as I've done above, which is OH of the carboxylic acid, H of the alcohol for the ester bond in the middle. And then on the other side, OH of the carboxylic acid, H of the alcohol. And then the final answer, I'll just do it to the right there just to give us a bit of space, is, so that is the repeat unit for this particular combination of ethane 1,2-diol and this unsaturated benzene double carboxylic acid. I've produced another video on this topic. The link is below in the description, as well as lots of other helpful topics in chemistry, which I'm sure you will find of benefit for your studies. So please do check them out and like and subscribe. And if you have any questions about this, just comment down below and I will help you. Thanks for watching.